Hi everyone, it's Annie, and today I have an interesting tag that I wanted to do. It seemed really fun. I've seen a couple of people do this that I'm subscribed to, and I'll link their channels down below. And it is the anything but books tag. So this is the one video in my channel where I will not be talking about books at all. So let's get started. Question number 1. What is your favorite cartoon? Now, this is a great question for me because I am very passionate about cartoons. I love watching cartoons, and I have a lot of them that I like, so we're not just going to talk about one. One of them that I love is, of course, Avatar: The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra. Pretty sure, this is going to be on most people's lists. I grew up with Avatar. I just love everything about it. And I am actually rewatching the entire series, including Legend of Korra, right now with a friend. And that's something we've been doing for almost a year now, and it's just really fun and has rekindled my love for this series. And I'm so excited for the new Avatar content that Nickelodeon is going to be putting out, and hopefully that stuff gets announced soon because I cannot wait for it. And then I also adore She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. I cannot get enough of She-Ra. I miss it so much. I mean, there were 5 seasons, so it ended on such a nice note. I love She-Ra so much. It is just such a lovely reimagining. The art I love the art style, I love the characters, the diversity, the lesbianness of everything, I love it, and I love She-Ra, I love Catra. They're so good. I love this series so much. It is definitely one of my favorite shows, period, not just cartoons. And then I'd like to mention Steven Universe. I love Steven Universe, again, for its diversity, and it took a lot of steps that were firsts, the first girl-to-girl kiss on Cartoon Network. That was a big deal. So many difficult topics were taken on by Rebecca Sugar, and I know some people have a lot of problems with Steven Universe. Some of them warranted, some of them maybe not, I don't know, but I can say that since it ended, I always look back on it fondly, and the sheer creativity of the gems as an alien species and all the character designs for the different gems. Pearl is my favorite, by the way. I just love her so much. I just love them. And if you're also a fan of Steven Universe, let me know. I'm thinking of making a book tag dedicated to Steven Universe, so let me know if you'd be interested in that. Question number 2, what is your favorite song? This might be weird to some people, but I don't really listen to music that much, at least not recently, because instead of music, I usually have an audiobook or a podcast about books playing. So, you guys always ask me, how do you read so many books? Well, I literally just listen to audiobooks all day. I don't listen to anything else. So, but one of my favorite bands of all time is Panic at the Disco. I was actually very fortunate to see them in concert in New York City before I came to Japan, and oh my god, I just love Panic at the Disco so much. Question number 3, what is something I could do for hours that isn't reading? Well, I love cooking and baking. I am quite obsessed with it. I'm always thinking about what is the next creative thing that I could bake or make for my own dinner, and I love it, and it's a big hobby of mine. And then also I love taking walks. It's another way that I multitask by reading, listening to audiobooks while getting exercise, and I could walk for hours because I have where is my Fitbit? I have a goal of getting 10,000 steps in a day, and I usually hit it because I'm always walking. So that's another big hobby of mine. And then I'd have to say cleaning. I love to clean. I know that might be weird, but I love cleaning, and I just can't stand a messy house. I don't like crumbs. I don't like laundry all over the place. I don't like when things are out of order, so I could clean and organize for hours. Question number 4. What is something I love that you guys might be surprised by? Well, I love ghosts and cryptid, like paranormal stuff, aliens, like not just in the realm of sci-fi, like actual aliens. I am really obsessed with all that paranormal stuff. And as a kid, I used to watch ghost hunter shows and like ancient aliens and stuff. I love that so much. And I'm still obsessed with it, although to a little bit of a lesser extent. But I am always interested in things like that. And also, I don't know how much of a surprise this is, but I love Star Trek. I wanted to mention it because it's not just like a casual love. I love Star Trek. Like, I am a Trekkie. I am a very big Star Trek fan. My dad is, my sister is, and I've seen every Star Trek show except Picard, which I am about to start, and even the animated series, and I've read many Star Trek novels, and I have almost an encyclopedic knowledge of Star Trek, I have to say. So yeah, I love Star Trek. Question number 5. What is my favorite specific thing to learn about? I don't know. I love learning in general, but if I'm gonna go to something really specific, I think it would have to be ancient Egypt, which is so far out of my realm of what I actually studied in university, but I just love, like, every time there's a documentary on about ancient Egypt, I will watch it. It's just so interesting, and it seems like there's a never-ending amount of new information that comes from ancient Egypt. And there's also so much that we don't know about it, and there's so many mysteries. They were so much more advanced than we give them credit for, and I just wish we knew more about their lives and society, and I just think it's endlessly interesting. Question number 6. What is an unusual thing that I know how to do? Well, one is I make my own kombucha. This is a batch of strawberry kombucha that I just made, and I actually made it in a vlog somewhere. I don't know when that's going to be posted, but I've been making kombucha for over a year now, and it's just so fun. I love it. Basically, what you do is you have a big jar, like a 1-gallon jar of tea and sugar, and then you put kombucha starter liquid plus a SCOBY, which is like this weird round gelatinous thing. That's basically a collection of good yeast and bacteria that will get the fermentation going to make it bubbly, like you see. That's what makes kombucha bubbly. I just think this is so cool. I love all kinds of fermentation. I've made my own kimchi, all kinds of stuff like that. I love it. So I just love making my own kombucha and experimenting with flavors. This is plain strawberry. I really, really love blueberry vanilla. That is probably one of my favorites that I've made. I've made strawberry mint before, which I loved. And it's just such an interesting thing to do, and it's also really healthy. So I love it. Question number 7. What is something you've made in this past year? This Booktube channel. I made it, I didn't make it in 2021, but I did make it within the last 12 months, so I think it counts. I made it in October of 2020, and I am very proud of it. I have had so much fun so far. I was a little worried that I would get burned out or lose interest, but that is not the case so far. I absolutely love it. And as I'm filming this, I reached 800 subscribers, and I'd just like to say thank you, because that is just mind-blowing. Like, I don't know how 800 people like to watch me and watch me talk about books, but I'm so thankful that you are all subscribers and that you hopefully enjoy watching my videos, so thank you so much. And the next question is, what is your most recent personal project? that would be a space opera that I am writing. I have been having like a sci-fi, general adult sci-fi book in the works for some years now, but I recently honed in on a plot, and it is a sapphic Exodus retelling in space, like the Book of Exodus. And I am so excited for this idea. I am very happy, and I feel like I want to write it. Like, I haven't lost motivation yet, so that's a good sign. Question number 9. What is something that I think about often? Well, other than books, I have been thinking about my move back to America. I've been living in Japan for 3 years now, almost 3 years. And at the time of filming, I'll be moving back to America in about 3 months. So this time of my life is going to end soon, and it's gonna be interesting, I think. I'll be moving back in with my parents for the time being, and I will be trying to figure out my next move. I'll be applying to grad schools, and that is mostly what's on my mind, like all that moving preparation, especially with COVID. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult than it would have been without it. So that's taking up a lot of my brain power these days. And question number 10, what is one of your favorite things? That would have to be my grandma's spaghetti with garlic and oil recipe. Now, this isn't like what people would think of as the right garlic and oil recipe, but my grandma is Sicilian and whatever she does is right. So this is her recipe. Let me read it to you. 1/3 of a cup extra virgin olive oil, 6 minced garlic cloves, 2 chopped onions, 1 can of anchovy fillets with the oil, some parsley, which is optional, 3/4 of a pound of pasta, whatever pasta you want, usually spaghetti, salt for the water, red pepper flakes, black pepper. Heat the oil in a pan, add the onion, pepper flakes, anchovy, black pepper, cook until soft, add the garlic, and cook until soft. Then you cook the pasta like you usually do and combine. And it's so easy and so tasty. The anchovies really add something really special, and whenever I make it for myself, I feel like I am really transported back home and I am cooking with my grandma. So that's something that I really love, and I'll always make. And the last question is, what is the first thing that pops into your head? Is this allowed to be about books? Because something I've been constantly thinking about lately is what the Women's Prize shortlist is going to be this year. And, you know, how I'm going to schedule my vlog and what's happening. All the books that I have yet to read that I want to read. Ugh, I love it. But I guess if it's not about books, I'm thinking that I should make a nice cup of tea for myself and relax. So that's what I'm going to do. So thank you guys so much for watching. This was a lot of fun to film. You know, it's a bit of a change for me, not talking about books, but it was really fun. And if you guys enjoyed, if you have anything you'd like to tell me, if you also make kombucha, if you also like the cartoons that I like, then please let me know, and I will tag anyone who wants to do this tag, so please feel free. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!